Good morning. How's everybody doing today? I can't believe this is the last day. It's kind of a bummer, but let's keep going. We have an awesome breakout today, so we've got 2 breakouts this morning, and then we'll finish our 5th general session this afternoon, and then we'll conclude with our closing party. Do we have any new Director 300s or 700s in the house? Give them a round of applause, everybody. You have come to the right place. This is Road to Bronze. So next convention, you'll all raise your hand and say you're brand new bronze executives. Or if you're a leader, you're also in a great spot today because we have an incredible speaker who's going to teach us all the road to bronze, a little sneak peek of what comes after that as well. So we are extremely honored to be in the presence of one of our ambassador double diamonds. Tammi and Chuck Gates. They are adventurers. They have been on the road for like 6 months straight. They're influencers, so if you follow them, they travel the world and you can see all these amazing things. So we're so lucky to have them a part of the ASEA family. They're one of the legacy couples here. And so without any further ado, Tammi Gates.
Wow. Oh gosh. Let me see. Yes, you are in the right room because today I want to teach you not only how to go bronze, but also how to lead your team to bronze. And so I think I'll start by just sharing a little bit of our story. Chuck and I have been involved in network marketing. Well, Chuck was introduced to Amway when he was 17, and he's 65 now. So we have been successfully building as a career, however, for 30 years. Oh, they gave me a piece of tape. We were with another company for 18 years at the top of that company and making a nice 5-figure-a-month income. And that company had corporate executives at the top of it that started making foolish decisions. And their foolish decisions affected our income in some major ways. And so at the end of our journey with that company, we were earning less than our mortgage payment. When we found ASEA, our sponsor is Denny Robinson. She called us on a Sunday night at 9 o'clock, 2 nights before Christmas. Like, who does that, right? And she had just learned about ASEA 2 weeks before and was really excited. What she did not know was that we had 17 credit cards, all maxed out to the very tippy top. I had to go in my office on my computer and start looking through those credit cards for room to put my enrollment on. We were 6 months behind in our mortgage. We had no retirement, obviously, and this was 12 years ago, so we were in our mid to late 50s. And so we loved the science behind ASEA. We loved the technology. We flew out to corporate headquarters and met the staff. And, oops, I'm going to get emotional here because we met and he put his arm around me like a grandpa, and he said, "We're going to take care of you, Tammi. You're going to be fine." And he's a prophet and didn't know it, but they have taken care of us. And I think one of the things I'm most proud and honored about ASEA is our corporate leadership. I think that they're not matched in the industry anywhere. So that's how we found ASEA, and today we have 2 credit cards, a business one and a personal one that I pay every Friday. I say Friday, which is payday in ASEA. Friday is my favorite F word. And as far as retirement goes, well, that's safe and taken care of. And I live in a $1 million home that I just have just a tiny balance left to pay on it. And I will be completely debt-free in 18 more months if I'm on this journey. So, thank you. So I just want to share a little bit of our experience and like Denny always says, how to do the do, right? So let's start out by just letting you know, oh, first, you guys, I totally forgot. This slide is out of place. And I need to bring my 2 guests up and introduce them to you, and you're gonna hear from them soon, too. So Natasha Perry, come on up. And Tina Q. So her last name is not Q, but it starts with a Q. It's Italian, right, Tina? And I flunked Italian in college. I was a foreign language major, and I flunked Italian. So have a seat, ladies. You're going to hear their story in a moment. Let me go back. And so in order to go bronze, you need 2 legs that you have sponsored, or 2 people, a right side and a left side, and you have to have someone in that leg that you have personally sponsored that has gone Director 300, and you also have to have 2,000 points of volume in your lesser leg, and then you have to have 200 points of personal volume a month. And this is all described very clearly for you in your back office library under compensation plan summary. So there's lots of reasons to go bronze, and at this point I need to say not everybody on your teams will be here to do what Chuck and I have done, or what Denny has done, or what other leaders in this company has done. It's kind of a fact in network marketing that about 80% of the people on your team are here for other reasons than to make a big chunk of money. They're here for community, they're here for the product, they're here for all kinds of other reasons. So I don't want to talk 5% language to the 80% of the room, right? I want to talk 80% language, and the 5% will get it. So, but I did want to clarify for you our ASEA's income disclosure statement, and this is available to you in your back office library. I just clipped out the first 5 ranks for you in ASEA so that you can see what, and this is right out of ASEA's books. So the monthly average income in 2020 for our bronzes was $1,963. There are some overachievers there because you can see they made almost $7,000 a month. So at this point, I think that you should hear from people who have done it. And I'm just going to have them I'm going to kind of interview them and have them tell their story. So Tina, tell us a little bit about your background.
Thanks, Tammy. Like many of you, I have a passion for fitness, health, and well-being. Growing up, though, I was overweight and unhappy with the way I looked and felt. I knew I had to make a fundamental change in how I looked at life. And luckily, I found and fell in love with the gym. I love challenging my body physically and seeing where I could take it. So it was quite natural for me to turn this into a career. So for the last 24 years, I've been a certified personal trainer and fitness instructor. So I now like helping other people feel good about themselves. And what I like to explain to my clients is the importance of balancing exercise with healthy eating, supplementation, and mind-body connection. So when I heard about ASEA, I knew it would be a perfect fit not only for my workout regime, but also for my philosophical view, because ASEA does truly support mind, body, and soul.
Cool, very cool. So Tina, every one of us who have had a job, and I never want to job shame, because I know people find purpose and passion in their careers, but there's always something that you wish was different, a challenge or something with the job. What did you find in your industry that?
So as much as I love what I do, it does have its fair share of frustrations. Commitment, I would have to say, is number one. When people embark on this journey with me, they're all excited and know what needs to be done. But unfortunately, when life happens, let's say people have a bit of pain or are tired or just daily distractions, personal training becomes one of the things that's quickly canceled. Interestingly though, my clients that are now on ASEA are more focused, have more energy, and are not canceling. So that's a blessing.
Nice, nice.
And one other thing that I find hard is the scheduling. There's days where I'm traveling from town to train people, and I end up spending more time in transit than I do actually helping people. So that's frustrating. But again, now with ASEA and the help of technology, I can gather multiple people and help multiple people at one time and not be tied to a gym.
Nice, nice. And so tell everyone how you found ASEA. How did ASEA enter your life?
Well, my parents always raised me to look for natural solutions to health concerns. So when a mutual friend connected me to Aviva, and she explained ASEA to me, I just knew I had found a person and a product that made sense. I tried it, the results were amazing, and the rest is history.
Sweet, sweet. And so what's your vision now for your future?
My vision. So I've always wanted to be in the helping industry. I've always wanted to be someone that people can come to if they need help or advice. And personal training has always offered me that role. Now with ASEA, I have an additional tool that I can use to help people, and that makes me very happy. So my vision remains what it always has been, to help people. But now I also have a way to use this passion to secure my own financial well-being and build a legacy for my children.
Yes, yes. So last question. Tell everyone a little bit about your journey to Bornze.
Okay, well, to be honest with you, I had no intention of starting an ASEA business. I was happy with what I was doing. I simply started ASEA to address some health concerns. And when the results were remarkable, I started to really learn about the benefits of cellular health and overall health. So I felt compelled to tell my friends and family. And then when their results were great, it sort of snowballed, and I just started sharing with everyone. So that's sort of how I started my road to the business. And what I found quite quickly is that everybody suffers in some way or another. A lot of people are constantly tired or have pain or worry about financial insecurities. And now with ASEA, I have a tool that I can assist virtually everyone. And that's what I started doing. And it did come with a lot of no's, a lot of insecurities and frustrations, but it also had a lot of yeses and then even thank yous. So that really kept me going. During my Bornze run, I found I was busy hosting little events, establishing goals, making checklists, and I was sticking Post-it notes all around the house, and the most prominent one was one that said, "I will be Bornze at convention." And I am.
That's awesome.
And that's just simply because I have shared, I do share, and I will continue to share.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, you know what you said, Tina, I say too, you never know what's going on behind people's eyeballs when you talk to them. Denny had no clue what was going on behind my eyeballs when she called us. So thank you. Thank you. That's fun. Fun to get to know you. Yeah. So you guys, thank you for being so awesome with my guests. This is their first time on a big convention stage, and they were nervous. So this is Natasha. Natasha, why don't you tell us a little bit about your background and where you're from?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Tammy. And thank you all for being here this morning. My background professionally, I've worked in healthcare for almost 30 years. I'm not a nurse or a doctor, please. But I've been around it enough to understand, my body and what was going on with me. And so throughout those years, all the experience that I gathered has, looking back, I see how everything has just aligned for me. Mm-hmm. But while it was happening, I felt like things were happening to me.
Wow.
And so having that mindset shift has really gotten me a long way. Much like Tina, I am interested in just being holistically well. Mind, body, and spirit, right? Mind, body, and soul. And so I was always seeking and interested in exploring anything that was brought to me along those lines.
So in your journey of healthcare, what might have been one of your things that rubbed you the wrong way or that you weren't really pleased with?
Okay, so how real do you want me to keep it? like real?
Give it up, girl.
So, in my career, the last 11 years has been on the analytics side of healthcare, so working with healthcare data. The most recent was with a software analytics company. And so that's why I say, how real do you want me to keep it? Because working at that company, oh my God, anywhere from 50 to 70 hours a week.
Holy smokes.
So you want to talk about trading your time for a paycheck?
Yeah.
And what that caused was less time with my son. I have one child, my son, and he's my
He's your world.
He's my everything. And so it hurt my heart.
I know.
They know.
They creep up on you. They creep, those chokes creep up. It helps if you just pinch.
But I had, I had no choice because I had to provide for me and my son. And so I did it. I worked the 50 to 70 hours. Whatever they asked for, I did it. And it became very toxic.
Wow. Yep.
Physically to my health, in and out of the hospital from just burnout.
Wow.
And just mentally and emotionally, not a good combination.
I'd have never thought.
Huge challenge.
Yeah.
There,
So how does Sia enter your life?
Asia entered my life through my beautiful friend Sade, who's right there in the wheelchair in the front.
Nice.
And I will forever be grateful to her.
Yeah.
Forever. She has such a special place in my heart previously, because we were friends already, but even more so now that we're on this journey together.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And the way she introduced me to it, actually, she invited me to listen to her as she shared her testimonial on a Thursday night call with Alan Noble. She's number 91, you guys.
Number 91. RealRedoxResults.com, number 91 right there.
And of course, she's my friend, so I'm going to support her, right? So I joined the call, and the fact that I had been around healthcare so much, what Alan shared, I understood it.
You got
I didn't need a medical degree because he presents it in such an easy way for anyone to grasp. And I didn't wait for her to do a follow-up with me. I called her afterwards, and I was like, how do I order this? I need it now.
Can we get some more Natashas, please?
Because it was an answer to decades of prayers that I had for my own health, which was in such a horrible place that my son was my caretaker at that time.
Oh my gosh. How old is he?
He's now 20.
Wow.
And his entire life, he's known a version of me sick.
Yeah.
And so I grasped at anything that would reverse that and not have my son take care of a sickly mother.
Yep.
That's not what I wanted for him. So I was excited to start this and just give it a try, because what did I have to lose?
Yeah. So what's your vision?
That's my vision, is to just continue
Sure.
in health and
Yeah.
wellness and build something that I can will to my son, to create a legacy for him so that he
Yeah.
doesn't, thank you. So that he doesn't have to struggle like I did, you know, have that saying, you rob Peter to pay Paul.
Yeah.
I don't want that for my son.
Yeah, I
so
get that.
that's my vision, is to just keep opening my mouth and sharing this gift that God has given me to help others experience what I'm experiencing.
So how did you go bronze? What was your journey, your trip to bronze?
Okay, so bronze, that was, oh my gosh. It started, the spark started with the Eric Worre GoPro weekend event, right? I attended that because my mentor, Danielle, I do whatever she says, and she's like, you need to do this. So I said, okay. And Denny was one of the presenters there, and they started talking about this Go 90, this 90-day run, 90-day run. And I was like, I'm gonna do it. Don't know how, but I'm gonna do it. Then they got the plan together.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to think about how am I gonna do this. All our leaders put together an incredible plan for us, and I just did what it said. I had a weekly recurring 20-minute Zoom that
Yeah.
I would invite people to. My team started doing that as well, just recurring meetings. I literally just opened my mouth and asked the question. I got out of my own way.
Yep.
I was what was blocking me
Wow.
from advancing. And that 90-day run
Yeah.
got me out of my own way.
Sweet. Yeah, thank you. You guys are both such an inspiration. I know that everyone has little nuggets that they could relate to say, yep, I know someone, or yep, that's me.
Yeah.
So you're an inspiration. Thank you.
Thank you.
Which, by the way, if you go to our Facebook page, ASEA United, and you search the hashtag Go90Now, 90 is the 90, Go90Now, you can find all of those step-by-step instructions to make a run in 90 days right there for you. So let's start at the very beginning of a bronze run. Let's start at enrollment. So I have a magic wand I'm waving over you all, and any history you have in ASEA is now gone. And you just enrolled today, okay? So it's your first 24 to 48 hours now. Now what do you do? So if you are the sponsor of one of these new people in the room, you need an orientation. You need to host some kind of orientation, whether it's a formal getting started or whether it's a casual conversations that take place. Either way, you need to make sure that they're oriented. If you get a new job at Pepsi-Cola, for example, the Human Resources Department is going to take you through a new employee orientation, right? They're going to tell you where you park your car, where you pick up your paycheck, how to log into your computer, and that's what you want to make sure that your new teammate knows how to do. I'm so excited about our ASEA Connect app. So make sure you help them download and log into that. ASEA will actually be sending them a welcome email a few hours after they enroll that will also instruct them and give them a link to download the ASEA Connect app. In the ASEA Connect app, there is a brilliant onboarding process to walk them through. It takes about less than 2 hours. It's spread out over 5 days. They can go through it all at once, or they can just take little chunks at a time. But watching that onboarding training is going to be critical. If you have any Facebook groups, make sure that you're helping your new team join those Facebook groups. One of the most important things I think that you could do is to help them calculate their director bonus deadline date. So in ASEA, your new associates have 14 days from the time they enroll to sponsor their first 2 people. ASEA gives us a little bonus though, because they will move the calendar forward until the end of the commission week. So if that 14 days ends on a Tuesday, they're gonna get Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for free. Make sure they know their deadline director date. Our director's bonus is a $50 bonus. And I want to surprise someone in the room who's been an associate for quite a while. Vicki, you know who you are. Where are you, Vicki? Oh, there she is. Vicki, we had this conversation, and you are starting over today. I will re-engage your $50 director's bonus for you. You count 14 days from today, move the calendar forward to Friday, sponsor 2 people, and Chuck and I will pay your $50. Also, qualify to earn the Fast Start bonus. If Vicki does that, she's well on her way to her Fast Start, and both of these ladies have earned their Fast Start in their bronze journey as well. So those are your first 14 days, right? I wrote a little glossary here for you. Your DMO is your daily method of operation. When I did my 90-day run, I wrote down each and every day the things I wanted to do. And no matter what, I wanted to have those things completed before, well, for me, I'm a morning person, so it was before I took my morning off, if you know what I mean. You will be so much more effective if you do that. IPAs are income-producing activities. So if you're building on social media and Facebook, don't fall down the scroll hole, because that's not an income-producing activity, right? However, do be really active in meeting people on social media. And ATMs are actions that matter. And I've given you guys all a handout that has all of this information on it. So what you want to do is set your dates, your goal dates for Director 300 and Director 700, so you can kind of have a roadmap for that. Ask your sponsor to connect you with your upline leaders via some connect calls or some Zooms. And then as you sponsor your first 2 associates, you will qualify to earn that director's bonus. The teams who are promoting this director's bonus and using it, you know, I hear a lot of people say, well, it's only $50 and it's a one-time bonus and I missed it, oh well. But make sure as you're sponsoring that you are following the path of giving them their director bonus deadline date, because the teams that are doing this are growing the strongest and the fastest. In fact, ASEA has some data on their books that says people are 13 times more likely to go bronze if they earn their director's bonus. And you also, when you earn your director's bonus, now you begin to qualify for team commissions, which is one of the 8 ways we get paid. It's 10% of your lesser leg. So now we're into our first 30 days, and you still want to do your daily method of operation, doing actions that matter and income-producing activities, and like I said, helping your new associates achieve their director's bonus. At ASEA, we have introduced this year what we call our core rank. It's Director 300, and you need 2 of those, 1 on each side, in order to go to bronze. So you want to make sure at this point that you are now qualifying at the core rank of Director 300. That means you need 300 points on both sides on any given commission week. And like you heard yesterday in the recognition session, there's special seating at convention for people who consistently qualify at our core rank. There's special trainings for our consistent core rank earners as well. And then here's where your new teammates will want to learn how to qualify for bronze, right? In anything I've ever done, if you set out with the end in mind, when you begin your journey, it's you know what you're going to do. You know what your next steps are, and you know. But if you don't understand how to go to these next ranks, you are. The analogy I get, and I don't know, are the little fish in the spas where you put your feet in, and they're just kind of swimming around. I mean, I know I'm weird, but. And then help your new associates, because now your team is starting to grow. You've got 2 or more people on your team, so make sure that you're assisting them with an orientation and getting their feet wet. I looked at my PowerPoint and it said week, so I said week. And now you can earn your second level of fast start bonuses. So a fast start bonus is another way that we get paid in ASEA, and that's a commission on enrollment packs. So when you enroll your first 2 people, you get a commission on what they purchase at enrollment, but you can qualify to earn a commission on the enrollment packs that their people enroll. So now you're well on your way to your first 90 days in ASEA. Again, you're just doing your daily methods of operation, and write it down, make a checklist so that you go through it every day. One of my DMOs is to promote something. So I'll promote Alan Noble's Thursday night call, I'll promote the convention, I'll promote anything that's happening that I can find to promote. I'm trying to model 2 of the most successful people on our team, Danny Doyle, who's a presidential ambassador diamond, and Ed and Rebecca Weens, who's an ambassador double diamond. They are amazing promoters. So if we can master the skill of promoting things in ASEA, the job's half done for us. Learn your virtual office, your back office reports. There is training coming to the ASEA Connect app that will enhance your understanding of how to read these reports. There's a little bit of training in your library now on the back office, but a data person would know. You have to know how to read the reports, right? And now you want to learn, okay, I know how to go gold. I'm in my bronze. I'm in my 90-day bronze run, but I need to set my sights on silver and learn how to qualify at silver, and what's my date for that. So here's the time when you're trying to do everything you can to qualify at Director 300 consistently. You're probably at rank advanced to Director 700 by now. And here's where you get to qualify for that 3rd level of fast start bonuses. So now you're earning fast start bonuses 3 levels deep on your team. So for example, if I sponsored Natasha, I would get a fast start bonus on her enrollment pack. If Natasha sponsored Tina, I would get a fast start bonus on both of their enrollment packs. And then if Tina sponsored Aviva, I would get a fast start bonus on all of those. So they go deeper and deeper and deeper. And it is, beyond that, that's what you do. It's very, very, very simple, but it's work. I don't want to give you the idea that, oh, you can just snap your fingers and get there, because you do. You go through a lot of no's, and you go through a lot of people who tend to ghost you on your follow-ups. They just don't get back to you. But if you are consistent, you'll find that times change for people that you introduce to ASEA. There are so many stories of people who introduced ASEA to somebody years ago, and then it came full circle, and circumstances changed in their life, either finances or health or something like that. And so I think what we'd like to do is we have a few minutes left, and I just want to make sure that there's not a lot of confusion leaving the room. So Chuck, would you come grab this mic? And if you have, Chuck's gonna run around. He hasn't had his exercise yet today, so if someone from that side of the room could have a question, and then someone from this side of the room could have. Yeah, so if you have a question or if something's confusing, let's clarify. Chuck, there's some here in the middle row. And the guys in the back will do the mic for you.
My question is on the last thing that you talked about, qualifying for third level Fast Start bonus. Is that just the team commission? I've never heard of a third
Okay,
level
so a Fast Start bonus is what you earn off of your people that you enroll.
Right.
And you can qualify to earn those deeper and deeper. And it's in the compensation plan summary in the library.
Okay, I have actually two questions. Is that okay? Well, the first one, when do they have to sign up for the subscription? How do we go about working that if somebody who couldn't afford it right away, or how can we help that?
Right. So if I understand your question is subscription, formerly known as auto ship, if someone can't afford that. Okay, so it's 100% completely modifiable or cancelable by your new associate. They can go into their back office and change or cancel or change the date or the dollar amount of their auto ship. What we find though is that people who have the desire to have their health changed find the money. You know, I've heard, yesterday we heard a story of someone pawning his wife's jewelry with her permission. You know, Trish Schwenkler, in order to get her products, when she first started network marketing, sold her hot tub. So people do what it takes. Chuck, I think there's a question right behind you too.
May I, one more?
Oh, sure, I'm sorry.
Okay, I myself struggle between preferred customer and associates. I don't know the right questions to ask or how to go about asking them to sign up as associate. As soon as I hear them saying no, I'm not able to transition them to that.
Sure,
And I end
yeah.
up with preferred customer.
That's a good question. What I do is I give people the whole story and let them choose. So I tell people there's a couple of ways people drink ASEA. One is by being an associate, and another is by being a customer. Associates can build teams and earn commissions. Customers do not build teams or earn money. And we have a couple of kinds of customers too. We have full retail customers, customers that pay 100% retail. Each and every time they want product, they have to go on their website and reorder product. Our preferred customers, though, go on a subscription. They get the same wholesale price as our associates do, and they get loyalty reward points as well. And so which category do you think you fall into? And let them pick. Good question.
My question's actually, your first slide that you had, maybe it was the second slide, I didn't catch all of it, and I'm just wondering if you could just bring it
You
up.
want the picture, okay. We'll go back
Yes.
to this one?
That one. I just want to copy everything down.
Okay,
Thanks.
you're welcome. Yes. Okay, so you build 2 legs. Oh, her question is, to go bronze, you need 2,000 points on your lesser leg. And she said, but I have to build 2 legs, I'm confused. So I did make that confusing for you. Right.
That's me personally.
Yes, your 200 PV is
So
you
I'm buying
personally.
2 cases.
Okay, so let me break it down. So she has a question about the 2,000 on the lesser leg and the 200 PV. I went over that really quickly. When you are an associate, a director 300, or a director 700, in order to remain active and bank your commissions and paychecks, you need 100 points of personal volume yourself. Those are comes from either your customers or your purchases. Right. And so to go bronze, however, you need 200 instead of 100 on the week that you actually rank events to bronze. The second qualification to go bronze is to have 2,000 points of volume on your lesser leg. So this is volume that on your greater leg is more than likely accruing and banking, right? And getting larger and larger and larger every week. But your lesser leg is called your personal leg sometimes, and that's the leg that you are actively building and putting in most situations, in most cases, that's where you're putting all of your new enrollments. And that volume, in order to go bronze, must equal 2,000 points at the end of a commission week when you likely may have already banked 2,000 points on your greater leg. That clear as mud? Really honestly, the videos in the library on the compensation plan are done by experts, and they really, really are probably more clear than I just made it for you.
Throughout the compensation system, if I understand it right, basically you're not, I mean, in a way you are purchasing options to be able to exercise as you grow on certain aspects of the compensation plan when you qualify, right? Like you know, you can hit a bonus level, but because you don't have the other side balanced or whatever on your binary, then you're not going to get the bonus until such and such a time down the road.
Right.
And to me, that's an option that you're buying, like a stock option or something else that, you know, down the road I can exercise, but I'm not going to be able to exercise it until I've qualified on both sides or whatever.
Good way to look at it. Yeah.
Okay.
Good way to look at it.
Now the other thing is as I look at my slinky, or whatever you want to call it, it's an ebb and a flow, and if you continue to build, the lower volume number should continue to rise, shouldn't it?
Oftentimes people's legs do what we call flip, and your lesser leg has outgrown and outpaced what used to be your greater leg, and so they will flip, and now you're building what is your new lesser leg. That happens to a lot of people. That happened to Chuck and I in the very beginning, and it can be confusing and scary because you put all your work on this leg, and now you need to build this leg. And so we reached out to an industry expert with our confusion, and he said, people's legs who did that, they end up building both legs. Nobody built it for them. They built both legs themselves, make more money in the end. Yeah.
And if you took notes, don't be looking at your slinky.
So we have time for one last question. Right in the middle, Chuck.
So I don't know, this is, I guess, maybe sort of a strategy. I work with, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. I work with a lot of sick people. In the world of Lyme people. So these people need a lot of product, but they don't necessarily are going to build, but yet they have a lot of family members that are going to use it. And so that's helped me having, you know, a D300 leg, because I'll, you know, we'll set up the kids under them or what have you, or also show them how they can then set themselves up as a preferred customer to get the product cheaper, which in one hand maybe hurts me, but it's helping them continue to stay on it because they can buy their product cheaper. Is that good idea, bad idea?
Yeah, I just, like I was saying before, I like people to make their own decisions. I don't want to stress people's credit cards by suggesting they buy a bigger pack or come in as an associate instead of a customer. And never forget that 80% rule. You know, 80% of the people are enrolling here in ASEA for not for our reasons, not so I can qualify at my rank, right? And so we don't want to have the 5 or the 15% conversation with an 80%er. We love them all the same, and if they want to come in as a preferred customer, or if they want to come in as an associate and build some of their family so that they can maybe earn a little bit enough money to pay for their product or to offset some of the price of their product, our job as leaders is to find out what they want and then help them get it. Okay, Chuck, one question.
Okay, ooh, loud. I had a question of, sometimes people they said, well, if I'm on preferred customer and I stop my auto ship, then when I come back and I just want to order, I have to pay retail. But should I become an associate instead, because I can start and stop my auto ship and still get wholesale? Do you share that with your people? And is that a true statement, what I just said?
So you can pause your auto ship or your subscription for 30 days without losing any of your loyalty reward points. Or you can completely cancel it. 30 days into the burn, you will lose your loyalty reward points, but you will not lose your preferred customer status. You can always log into your back office and restart your subscription. Or if you don't want to do that, you can go back to your sponsor's link and become a retail customer. So there are no bars or limits like that. So you won't lose anything but your loyalty reward points. Okay, we have 2 minutes, so one last question, and then we're going to let you guys get into your next breakout.
So there's the Fast Start bonus, which is when you sign up a new associate, and I think it's 20%, is that correct?
Yes.
Then there's the Fast Forward, but when you look on your pay summary or your detail summary, it just says Fast Start. It doesn't say Fast Forward, and that's confusing.
Great question. It never dawned on me, but you're right, that could be very confusing. We do have a Fast Start bonus, which is the 20% commission paid on your new enrollment packs. And then we have a Fast Forward that anyone can trigger at any time. And we don't have time to go into the details of a Fast Forward, but it's an ongoing incentive program that ASEA has where you can earn free product and extra cash by enrolling a certain number of people with a certain number of volume in 14 days. And so if you look again in your library back office and just go down to business and look up the Fast Forward, it will explain it to you there. But I know you're right, that could be kind of confusing to a new person. Well, you wouldn't have a Fast Forward line on your commission detail summary unless you earned it. So that commission detail is, those line items are only how your paycheck is made up. Yeah, we would, I would need to take a peek at it, which I'm happy to do. Yeah. Right. So you guys, I'm so thrilled to be able to do what I love, and that is just share some, train and teach on some of the things we've talked about today. I really loved hearing you guys' story and get to know you, and thank you so much. You've been an inspiration. So you guys enjoy your day. Bye-bye.